3 days before our wedding, my fiancé Estino told me he just sent Tedder to go to his ex-girlfriend's concert. This was the third time he postponed our wedding 3 days before our engagement. Zach Jefferson called me unbeard. We postponed the engagement party by a month. That day is Sienna's first concert since she returned, and I need to be there. It's just a postponement. It's no big deal. He had postponed our engagement 3 times that year. The first time was because Sienna Lynch had been hospitalized with appendicitis. He said he had to take care of her and rushed over. The second time, Sienna said she was feeling down. He was worried she might get depressed and immediately booked a flight to see her. It was the third time I simply said, "Dom show okay." After hanging up, I turned to the good-looking and refined man beside me. "Mom Child, are you interested in marrying me?" Later during Sienna's concert, Zach left her without hesitation. With red, teary eyes, he rushed to my engagement ceremony. "Why you really getting engaged to this man? Are you serious?" "Palsy Shawl, you two have been together for many years." I raised an eyebrow. Urkshiel, he had 3 chances to hold the engagement party with me, but he never valued them. Maybe he doesn't love me that much. Since he doesn't love me, why should I keep holding on to him? I should let him be with the love of his life and move on with mine. Joe Howard quickly stood up and reached out to me. "Famster, then I'll settle Eiffel. Take care of the details of the engagement. You don't have to worry about it. I promise that no engagement ceremony in Central City will be more extravagant than this one." I looked at him. He wore a custom suit that flattered his tall figure. He was good-looking and was the dream lover of every woman in my circle. What mattered most was his sincere and determined gaze when he looked at me. It was something Zach Jefferson had never shown. "Okay." I smiled as I took his hand back at the villa. I packed up everything in my room. Just as I was about to leave, Zach suddenly came back. When he saw me, he immediately frowned. "Monsieur, what are you doing? Are you trying to run away?" "I only postponed the engagement by a month. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? You were too old for this childish behavior," I answered calmly. "I just have a business trip." He relaxed his furrowed brow. "Terex to tell me sooner. There was a last-minute work issue. You were busy too, so I didn't want to bother you." He nodded and said, "Umris, by the way, Sienna might stay with us in a few days. She just came back and hasn't found a place yet." "Got it?" I indifferently pulled my suitcase toward the door. "Word of mind, let the butler take care of it. She can stay wherever she likes." He was briefly stunned before grabbing my arm. When will you be back?" "I am not sure. I will let you know when I know." Feeling relieved, he let go of my arm and turned to text Sienna Lynch. He did not even ask where I was going on my business trip. I moved back into my own house. The next day I saw a photo of Zach picking up Sienna at the airport in the entertainment news. In the photo, Zach was holding an umbrella for Sienna. He did not even notice his shoulders getting soaked as he tried to keep her dry. The bold headline read, "Mr. Jefferson's journey to love ends in Butang," and the comments were full of praise. "Wow, this is like a fairy tale, ex-operating swooning. This is so romantic, ex-Perrine. They make such a perfect couple." There were a few questions as well. I thought Zach was getting engaged. Endry, what will his future fiancé think about this? Endry T, but those comments got varied by the others. I scoffed, turned off my phone, and answered a call from Joel. "The engagement dresses and jewelry are ready. Do you have time to try them today?" I was surprised. Nimur already when he picked me up and we arrived, I found out he had hired the whole design team. "Oh my, so you were the bride." A blonde senior designer looked me over with a smile and teased, "Embut. No wonder Mr. Howard was in such a hurry. You were so beautiful before I could feel embarrassed." They had me try on several dresses. These were made based on the measurements Mr. Howard gave us. I twirled around in the dress and was shocked to see it fit perfectly. My ears turned red from embarrassment. I softly asked Joel, "Embarrassment, I did you know?" He smiled innocently and spoutin'. "Well, I just asked your mom." A few days later, I got a call from Zach Conbiost. "Are you still on your business trip? Hurry back, Sienna just returned to the country and wants to get together with everyone. She specifically asked to see you." I frowned. "I'm glad I'm still busy here. You guys can meet up without me?"